There's a whisper in the air, change is on the rise. From the old to a vision, clear before our eyes. Questions in the silence, who gets to step inside? But Ash has spoken plainly, with truth we can't deny. No room for fear, no room for hype, just hearts aligned and minds awake. A path is forming strong and wide for every soul who chooses to engage. Who is qualified for victory with Ash? Anyone with fire, not just flash. Hands that build and hearts that care, ready to show up, ready to share. It's not about your past or place, it's showing up with grace and pace. Together we rise, together we see the future built through unity. No gate is locked, no wall too tall. If you believe and give your all, it's ethics, trust, and standing true. A global crew with one clear view to grow with purpose side by side, with honesty as our guide. Stay engaged, walk through the door, support the ones you met before. Each step you take, each word you say, help shape the dawn of victory's day. Who is qualified for victory with Ash? Anyone with fire, not just flash. Hands that build and hearts that care, ready to show up, ready to share. It's not about your past or place, it's showing up with grace and pace. Together we rise, together we see the future built through unity. If doubt is knocking, let it pass. You've got a role in this, my friend. Just bring your truth, your will to grow, and walk the path that Ash will show. Clarity is coming, bright and clear. Your time is now, victory's here. Who is qualified? It's you and me. In victory with Ash, we're finally free. Free to build, to dream, to lead. Planting hope like living seed. No test, no price, just heart and choice. Let's lift our voices, raise our voice. Together we rise, together we see the world transformed through victory. Stay ready, stay kind. Walk the path with open mind. One it's shared, and you were always meant to be there. Yeah.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope that you're all having a fabulous, fabulous, amazing day. Happy Thanksgiving weekend to all of my fellow Canadians. That's right, it is Thanksgiving weekend here this weekend. Therefore, this will be my last stream until Tuesday. I am going to be spending the weekend with my family. But we are having a wonderful day today. And so, yes, my little one was sick the other day, but she is much better. Thank you for asking. She went to school today, and I got everything done that I needed to get done. And now I am here to hang out with all of you fabulous people to talk about good old victory with Ash. That's right. That's right. They are getting very, very angry at people calling it Onpassive. It is not Onpassive to them anymore. We have checkmate, bitches! Jelly Snack is here. Joe, good to see you. Victory with Ash laxatives. I mean, if they sold those, at least they'd have a product, right? Hello, Violet. Good to see you. Joe? Chris? I'm going to say your name probably incorrectly. I'm so sorry. But glad that you're here with us. Giant ass adult diapers, yes. At least they are screaming. They aren't screaming at us anymore. Well, not as much anyway. Not as much. Chris will always scream. I almost can't watch Chris anymore. The ego is too much. Hello, Nev. Good to see you. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. Roasted Canadian goose for dinner. Ah, that would be awful. That would be awful. We're not allowed to do anything to the Canadian geese. I think they're protected here. I think they are protected here. But let's start off with, well, there's an update in the back office. So let's start off with that. Last call, final 24 hours to apply. This was posted yesterday. So today's the cutoff. We're blown away. The response to the Victory with Ash application has been absolutely extraordinary, as they would say, greater than both survey number 1 and survey number 2 combined. Your passion, commitment, and excitement have once again proven how deeply this community believes in our big, bold, beautiful shared dream. The amount of love, excitement, and commitment pouring in from all corners of the world has been truly inspiring. You've shown once again that this community is alive, united, and ready for what's next. So dramatic. As we move into this next phase, we want to make sure everyone who wishes to be in the premier seats in Victory with Ash has the chance to apply. This is your final reminder. Less than 24 hours left. If you haven't yet submitted your application for priority placement in Victory with Ash, this is your moment. Once the application window closes, no further entries will be accepted. Again, once the window closes, it's done. No exceptions. Apply now here to secure your chance to be among the first in this new chapter, a movement built on growth, gratitude, and shared purpose. Click here to submit your application. Thank you for your incredible engagement and enthusiasm. Your unity continues to light the way forward. Thank you again for the overwhelming response and the heart you continue to bring to this mission. Together, we're creating something extraordinary. And this is just the beginning. Together we rise! In Victory with Ash. It's quite dramatic. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you. You know, it's quite dramatic. RNP Onpassive meme review. We're gonna have to wait for a Victory with Ash meme review. You know, once they really start they haven't really been memeing it yet. Not as much as, you know, they did on Passive, obviously, but I thought it would be a little bit more. I thought they would be a little more excited. This is kind of a dull launch, to be honest, because it's not a launch. Remember, this isn't the company. This is just the waiting period before the company that you have to do an application for, which is just a little ridiculous. I just want to be on any team, Joe. Joe feels so rejected. Poor Joe. We ride at dawn, right? It's so weird. Together we rise. Like, okay, calm down. Calm down there. Calm down. You know, they take it so seriously. Trust me, even Julie is taking it seriously. So Julie's been posting a lot on her Facebook. She's been going a little nutso on her Facebook. Hopefully you guys can see the slides. And hopefully StreamYard isn't messing me over again. But Julie posted on her Facebook a very special message for everyone to kind of just make sure everyone knew what was going on right now, you know. And she says, here is another question and answer related to uplines and downlines. So this is important. If you built a team in Onpassive and you are thinking this is going to be so cool going over to Victory with Ash with my team and then taking them into the new company, I'm going to be able to support my family. It's going to be great. make sure you listen to this. Here's another question and answer related to uplines and downlines. First of all, there's no uplines or no downlines. We need to get rid of those old and negative mentalities. There is your personal circle. All right, no more charts, no more lines, just circles. We're not a pyramid scheme. We're a circle scheme. It's just, we are all our own circle, all equal. That's their way of saying they're all equal. Now, if you have a team in Onpassive, if you want that same team to be in the same circle, one of you apply and get qualified. Once you are qualified and receive the link, share that hashtag Victory with Ash link to everyone in your circle, and they register with your link. At that time, you are keeping your circle together. Yep, that's what she said. The one who applied should have the qualities of a great leader, be able to meet the criteria of the company. Some are listed in the application. You get to choose some qualities you possess, and probably more to come when the company is ready to communicate with you. Be able to help and guide your circle. Now remember, Julie said that she never said that, you should choose a leader and have one person apply and then all sign up together. If in any case you don't want your circle or the member of your circle don't want you, which Jesus Christ, it's this is a little rude way of like putting that. I don't know. I don't like that. Or if your circle don't want you, like you or they can leave. All right. You'll be terminated. Terminate yourself is basically what she's saying. Just get out of here. That is why being a leader is a commitment. Leadership, care, and the rewards come with commitment. I'll end this here for now. Ending it here for now. So that's what Julie has said about Victory with Ash and how this is all going to go. Even though when we watched their stream, she was all like, I never said that. I never said that. But I believe that's what we just read. Hello, Ninja. Victory. Yes, victory. We will rise. And even Mike Ellis is over here. And Mike Ellis, he's all like, listen, you guys got to listen to me. So I think we should watch Mike Ellis's video in which he tells us that we should listen to him. And then I'll show you why maybe listening to Mike Ellis isn't exactly a great idea.
Over the last couple of days, what I've been doing is absorbing all the information that Mr. Mufareh gave us on the global webinar that he did just a few days ago. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. And it really was extraordinary. I've listened to a lot of people do their videos online. I've heard from a lot of people. And I know there are a million questions out there that need to be answered, and they will be. But today, it really isn't that hard. We need to follow the directions from Mr. Mufareh in order.
Right, she is turning into the new Tanya. That's exactly it. All these rules now, all of a sudden. Listening to any of them is confusing, and they're all saying different things. Who was this guy again? Woo, he said the line. That's right, he did.
In order to have the ability to get into the big, beautiful, bold, new business. It is as simple as that.
Are they going to say it every time? Big, bold, beautiful, shared dream, new business.
And I want to go over that process very, very quickly, and then I want to talk about the company and why you're doing this.
Okay.
Very simple. The OAS back office, Mr. Mufareh is going to put up a application, a questionnaire that we all have to go in and answer it. Once we
Right.
do that, the company is going to qualify each and every one of us. If we qualify, then we will get a KYC to fill out, know your customer, and from there we'll migrate over into the new platform, which is Victory with Ash. It is the tunnel we have to go through. Mr. Mufareh is the key. He's going to qualify everybody. If you qualify, you will go through that tunnel and you will end up in Victory for Ash. I'll talk about that in just a second. This is not hard stuff, guys. If you're just honest, clean, and ethical, go in, fill the application out. You don't have to worry about anything. Mr. Mufareh knows who we are. He knows our heart. He knows where we're going and why we're going there.
And it's based on that application we did? What do you guys think?
You don't have to worry about qualification unless you've done something very, very unethical, and then chances are you won't make it.
See, the whole thing is, do we have to worry about qualifying or not? The other question is, do we need a YouTube channel or not?
This is not a right. It is not a privilege.
Oh, okay. Well, then not everyone.
Entitled to go to the next phase. You're just absolutely not. And if Mr. Mufareh...
Right, and that's the other thing that Joe just brought up. Why would they need a KYC yet? Very good question, Joe. Good catch. Exactly, especially if Victory with Ash is allegedly not a business, right? So what would we be doing that for? I'm still very confused as to if Victory with Ash is supposed to be a business or just like a group with a learning library, as they keep putting it. They're calling it like Ash's learning library. It's a library of knowledge. They keep calling it a library. I'm like, there's going to be one book there and it's blank. On the first page, it says, talk a lot, confuse everyone, and start a pyramid scheme. Like, that's it. So, like, why would we need a KYC? What is Victory with Ash? Because then they also talk about it as if we're getting another back office with it, right? And it's like, well, wouldn't that be like the back office of a business? Like, is it supposed to be a suite? Just check. You would give Ash a rub and tug in your qualified. If Ash knows you all, why does he need KYC? Why does he need the application at all? Like that's what I don't understand. If he knows who he wants in this thing, because he knows all of them and where all their hearts are and blah, 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 why are we even filling out a damn application to begin with? He should already have this all figured out. And it's not like that application was asking personal questions where he was getting to know you. It was very much like the surveys, you know? It was very similar. You can watch the last O News update video that I did. It's quite short if you missed it. And we filled out the application, went through the whole thing. I mean, like, I guess it's a slightly more personal than the other surveys because it did kind of ask you like what you were there for in a couple different ways, right? Like, but it was pretty generic. Like, it wasn't, I wouldn't say it would be a good way to get to know people's hearts and who they are. Mike saying I'm Mike Ellis, by the way, is right up there with people watching a 007 movie and waiting for him to say Bond, James Bond. That's right. It's a bridge, I think, but not sure, right? But I'm going to jump off the bridge at this point because I'm so fucking confused. Or I'm just going to fall off because I'm spinning around on it. I don't know. I don't know what this is. They keep going back and forth is the issue. If I am approved, I guess I will have to fake it. I don't even know. Ash relies on Fear of missing out. Limited open positions. Will you win a place? Come on. We all saw it before. And do you think he really will turn people away? Because allegedly he's been pruning this whole time, and we've had people fill out the surveys with all the what would be considered the wrong answers to him, right? And they still have their accounts. We've tested that. So I can't say that, he isn't just going to accept everyone. In MLMs, they usually do. Haven't they filled out 10 applications and NDAs, right? At this point, yeah, if you've been in this thing, especially from the beginning, you've already done this several times, right? And we've also already moved to different back offices. What would this be, like the fourth time now? The fourth back office? Onpassive had like 3, because they had the OFounders, they had the original OES, and then they had this new OES that they migrated, remember? And then now they're migrating to Victory with Ash, which is doing it again, I'm sure we're going to have all the same problems with logins. What is the name of your first boy girlfriend? You can use a link instead of applying, but you still have to do a KYC to get in. Yeah, see, like, we don't even know what we're applying to. Like, now there's going to be another back office. Okay. Like, we're applying to get into another back office with a library of Ash's knowledge. But why would we need a KYC? And what merchant are we using? Because if Ash is going to be selling these videos, like, how are we doing this? He said it would be free. Again, then why do we need a KYC?
See something that disqualifies you, you're out. You won't get into it. Again, you don't need to worry about that if you've been honest, clean, and ethical. Really is that simple. So go on back in the OAS office, check your OAS office. In the next few days, that application is going to be there. Go through the process, go through that tunnel, and then get on the platform with Mr. Mufareh, Victory with Ash. And from there, it gets really, really exciting. Now, there aren't any questions about the going through the process of getting onto Victory with Ash. It's not a big deal. You just go in and do it. Once you get over on that platform, yeah, I know there are a million questions. And what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks is answering a lot of those questions. But I want to talk about what we have going over to Victory with Ash. Mr. Mufareh talked about in the global webinar, he talked about what was going to be there and the value that was going to be there. And he said there was going to be a whole marketing educational form that we can go in and go through. Guys, this is a doctorate on marketing online. Mr. Mufareh is so...
A doctorate? A doctorate? He doesn't even have his doctorate of marketing online. What good marketing has Ash Mufareh done? Like, you do realize that even Onpassive, the marketing was done by all of you guys. And then the marketing was done by the O Media. So that would have been Muhammad Kamal and Dr. Susan. Not even Ash. So, like, Ash hasn't even done the decent marketing for Onpassive. So, like, how? Like, what is this? A doctorate. Lord. Are you or have you ever considered being a Swiftie? Yes. Taylor Swift is cute, but no. Did you mean a Swiftie, like a fan of Taylor Swift? Or were you just trying to say shifty? Because, either would work here. Jesus Christ, a doctorate. Imagine.
So good at what he does. What
What
he's going to
does
be
he
sharing
do?
with us is just going to be, it's just
Sir, he runs pyramid schemes.
going to blow you away. Why is he doing this? He's doing this to prepare you as we move into
At this point, I swear, he's just doing it just to piss me off.
big, bold, beautiful new business.
I'm
That's what he's
joking.
doing. I can't wait to get into Victory with Ash, that platform, and start to go through the process of learning everything that he's putting out for us. Now, I know there are a lot of people out there that are going, you know, I understand that. I know there's great value there, and I'll go through this stuff, but I'm not a marketer. I can't do this stuff. It's just not going to help me in any way. And I want you to keep in the back of your mind that Mr. Mufareh has told us the technology that's coming, it is above market value. It is superior in my mind.
There's technology.
It's off the chart.
What technology?
But at that same time, the technology that he's going to be introducing to us that we can use, his grandmother can do it. So it's very, very difficult technology, but it's very, very simple for the user, you and I. So how do we come in? How do we use these tools? How do we take it forward into the big, bold, beautiful new business? And how do we make it work for us? That's one of the reasons I'm here. Now, I believe Mr. Mufareh is going to explain all of that as we come into Victory with Ash. I don't think it's going to be a problem for anybody. But as we...
What's the market value? -10? So you're at 0? Jesus.
Come into Victory with Ash. And I'm really excited about this, guys.
Could have fooled me. You are the most unenthused. You're the most unenthused, excited person I've ever seen. I'm really excited about this, guys. I'm just like, really? Because, you know, I don't have autism and everything, but I could swear to God that usually people act a little bit different when they're actually excited. But even Chris isn't as excited as he once was. They're losing the excitement.
Just to come in and absorb that information and then talk to you about it.
What information?
Explain to you how it's going to work for you, how your business...
I can't imagine Ash has much more to share with them than what he's already shared in the 17,000 hours of live streaming that he's done with them. Don't forget that for the first 3 years of this, he was doing 5-hour webinars with them every few days. Just ranting and raving. Just nonstop about running the business and all the great tech he was going to have and how wonderful he is. What more could they have to learn from him at this point? They should be able to write a book about the man.
Business moving forward is just going to be phenomenal, giving you a way forward to develop an income online, take care of those financial needs, and in time be in a place where finances is just irrelevant. That's where we're going. Now,
I was like, we're going to start a group. I'm going to share my expertise with you. You have to apply. It's going to be free. Please don't hype it up. All right. We're not going to be selling anything or making any money. And then these guys are like, yeah, guys, we're so excited. We're all going to be millionaires off this. It's like, what the fuck?
The questions that are out there, and I've heard a lot of them. I've explained a lot of it. The questions that are out there, and I know there are just tons and tons of questions. Mr. Mufareh is going to answer a lot of those as we go into Victory for Ash, that platform. He really is. And then he'll answer a lot more as we go into the big, bold, beautiful new business. He absolutely will do that. But as we move forward, and you listen to some of my videos, what I want you to do, and I haven't done this before, I didn't think it was necessary, but it is necessary now. There are a lot of questions out there that need to be answered.
What is it?
I want you to do, rather than just go down to the
Sorry. I spent the other night watching somebody react to AJ Lair, and so I'm a little bit sensitive and a little bit just get to the damn point today. And I swear to God, Mike is trying to hype up what he's about to tell us, and it's not going to be that exciting. We're just getting hyped up for a disappointment, I tell you. Lord.
Description area or the comment area and leave a thank you, good job, whatever. Even if it's a negative, you stink, whatever it is. Instead of just thanking me for whatever,
What?
if you have a question, put it down there. If you
A lot of people going and thanking Mike Ellis for his expertise here.
put it down there, I will answer it.
Who?
And if it's a big enough question, I'll actually do a video on it.
Oh my God. Oh my, did you guys hear that? If you go in his comment section and you ask him a big question, he might actually do a video on it. Oh my God, Mike Ellis could notice you.
Now, as we get into the new platform, Victory with Ash, and we're starting to look at the different sections of his marketing education.
I'm telling you, you're going to be very, very disappointed. It's only one section. It's find a bunch of suckers and get them to all make videos marketing for me while I go on vacation with my family.
I'm going to talk about all of that stuff, guys, and I'm going to talk about how it affects you and how you can use it. Period. There aren't going to be any questions.
Lord, that's what's going to happen, isn't it? Ash is going to put these videos in some back office area that none of us will apparently be able to get in. But it will be fine because as he's releasing these videos to them, they're all just going to come out here and then reiterate every word of the video to us and interpret everything he says into whatever hype they need for their channels. Lord. Big bad neurotic delusion. I'm going to ask him why he fears Rogaine. Maybe he'll make a video about it. Mike, why do Brits drive on the left side of the road? He's been accidentally marketing big dinger condoms.
There's not going to be any guesswork. And by the time we go over into the big, bold, beautiful new business, you're going to know exactly what you need to do. That's what this period is for. It's an education.
Imagine you've been in this for fucking 7 years. And now you have this ass hat that's like sitting in front of you going, you have to apply. And then don't worry, eventually you'll have the tools that you need. And you're just like, what the fuck have we been doing for 7 years?
Educational period. It's a qualifying period. It's an educational period. It's getting you over into the new platform, Victory with Ash, before we go into the big, bold, beautiful new business. Sorry about that. I get excited about this. This is a really, really important time. It's a time.
There will be a big, bold, beautiful bill when the new business starts. Don't think that there's not going to be a buy-in. He's already telling everyone to forget about, the $97 buy-in. This is a new thing. You got your money's worth with OConnect and Onpassive, hanging out with everyone for 7 years. That's what you paid for. I know that's not what you were told that you were paying for, but that's apparently what you paid for. Congratulations. And now this is a new thing, and he will ask for some kind of buy-in. Like, he's claiming that Victory with Ash is free, but I'm like, you're not just going to be making videos for people for free. And how are people going to be making money off of this then, like they seem to all think they're going to? You'll be coming out with a new product next week. What's the video called? I'm really going to ask a question. Yeah, apparently you can ask it under any question. Or any question, any video. This one's called It's Time to Listen. It's time to listen.
That we're moving forward. There are no questions here. There's no ambiguity here. We are moving forward. And Mr. Mufareh has to use this process to go into the big, bold, beautiful new business. He has to do that. And it's funny, Dan and I, before the webinar, the 27th, Dan and I talked about this. It's exactly what we thought would happen. Mr. Mufareh would come out with a new platform, offer something free. Now, we thought we didn't know what he was going to offer. What he offered was way more exciting than what Dan and I thought he was going to do. But that's what we thought he was going to do. Come in, offer something free, get everybody over into that new platform before we go into the next business. He has to do that. He has to qualify everybody. He has to do that because of his legal team, because of the way things have to be structured in order for everything to be honest, clean, and ethical. That's what
his legal team would be telling him to stop. They'd be like, no, don't do anything like this. All right, just chill on running a business for like 8 years. You know, just go live your life off the internet, maybe. For like 8 years. And then maybe if you want to try something again. But his legal team would be screaming right now.
We all want. So we're in a really, really good place right now. Come on in, do the application. It's just not that hard. You don't have to think about much. It's free. It doesn't cost you a dime.
That's worrisome.
Do the application,
oh my gosh.
Get qualified, do the KYC, come on over into Victory with Ash. From there, we are going to rock your boat. I can guarantee it. Absolutely.
Rock your boat. Your boat sank.
Guarantee it. And we're going to show you exactly what you need to do in order to develop an online business. 100%. And then,
oh my God, guys, how amazing. No one's ever done that before. No one has ever thought to coach people about how they can run an online business. Wow, I've never seen that before. Jeez.
And build from there to get to that place where you don't worry about finances. So that's it for today, guys. Just a very, very quick video. This is where we're at. If you have questions,
it might make you pull your hair out of your head, honestly. Ninja, it might do that. I'm just saying. It's not going to help you regrow hair. Might make you pull it out.
Leave them down below. I will do a video on them. If it takes a response longer than a sentence or two, I'll do a video about it. And the thing about that, if you have the question, there are thousands of people within our ecosystem that has the same questions. So don't be afraid to ask a question. If you do, I'll come.
So now we're encouraging questions. So this should be good.
Come on, maybe Dan and I will come on together, answer the question. We're going to get you in a position where you are going to win. That's where we all want to be. So that's it for today, guys. Have a great week, great weekend, and we'll absolutely see you on the inside. Take care. Bye.
Lord. So yeah, that one was called "It's Time to Listen." It's time to listen. And, we were listening to Mike Ellis, and he decided to go on and do a webinar with Comfort, in which he gave everybody some more advice.
What happens to those individuals that go in their priority placement, right? Everybody has that question. Well, it doesn't matter whether you get a priority placement or you don't. What's going to happen is the people that did get the priority placement, they're going to come in, they're going to have a link, they're going to give you their link, and it doesn't matter who you go with. It doesn't matter. Yeah, now, if Comfort is one of the priority placement, you can go to Comfort, you can get her link, you can come in, and you are in Victory with Ash. You are on that platform. Now you have the educational platform that you can.
Your tags are us. I'm sorry, but God won't have to pay a $32 million fine to the U.S. government SEC. No. Mike sounds like he's been hitting the sauce early.
Go and learn from, okay? And then the question I get is, well, yeah, we can do that. And when I get in there, I'll probably get a link.
Huh?
No, you probably won't. No, you probably won't.
No, you probably won't.
You're not going to have a link to bring people into Victory with Ash. Only the priority placement people. Only the priority placement people. And when I get in there, I'll probably get a link. No, you probably won't.
So yeah, he came, he said this, and then right afterwards, he ended up having to do another video, which was called Mike Ellis, I Screwed Up.
A day or so ago, I did a webinar with Comfort, and it was a really, really good webinar. I always enjoy being on with Comfort. We hit a lot of points, and I thought it was really, really good. And 90% of what we said was just spot on. But I did screw up, and I want to come on and just kind of set the record straight and tell you what I said that I don't think was true. And it has to do with the primary placement individuals, them going into Victory with Ash, getting a link, and then sending those links out to us, and we coming into Victory with Ash. I said that as we come into Victory with Ash, you and I, if we're not primary placements, we would not get a link.
Right? You just heard him say that. I showed it to you.
I was wrong. I went back and listened to the webinar that Ash did about a week ago. And he plainly said, as we come into Victory with Ash, we will get a link, and we will be able to share that link to bring additional people in to Victory with Ash. So I was wrong. I screwed up. You will get a link, even if you come in from one of the links that the primary placement people have. As you
Mike out here making all these mistakes. And you have to wonder now, did he, on his own, after that, go and decide to listen to Ash and then do this video? Or do you think somebody told him, hey, that's not what is true. You better do a video and correct that. You know what I mean? Makes you wonder. Comfort is playing games on her phone. Mike is too boring even for her, probably. The walls in his home have unusual angles. And so does his camera. We're always looking at him weirdly. Like, yeah. Very bizarre. And his desk is a mess. It's driving me crazy. You are terminated, Mike. Terminated without notice.
Come into Victory with Ash, you will get a link that you can share.
You will.
I think that's a big deal. I think the clarification had to be done.
I just don't understand then what the point is in the application and the priority placement if you're not an MLM. So the placement and where you are in the structure wouldn't matter for commissions, according to you. So then what the fuck is the point in the application? If after those people get in, like what, a couple weeks later, then you're all allowed to get in and then you all get links too? So then what's the difference between you and those people? Like, what do the people that applied get that the other people don't get? That gives you this elite status that you had to apply for. It doesn't make any sense. Right? Like, it kind of made sense when it was like, yeah, you're the only ones that can then invite people in. That's why you had to apply. That was like the leg up you had on everyone else. But now it's kind of like, okay. And then you guys keep stressing that it's a circle and that you're all on the same level. So it's like, okay, again, what is the point in any of this, really?
And that's what this video is a bit about. I had to come on and tell you that.
That's what
if you haven't listened to the webinar that Comfort and I did a couple of days ago, you should go look at it. It was really, really good. And as I said, I think 99% of the stuff that Comfort and I went over, it's spot on. It will give you clarity. It will give you an understanding where you are. It will give you an understanding not only where you are, but where we're going. It was really good. I had a great time with Comfort. Right. So as far as the links, you will get a link as you get into Victory with Ash. That's what Ash said. And again, I went back and listened to the webinar. He said it plain as day. You will get a link as you come into Victory with Ash.
It still makes no sense.
Share. I believe Ash is going to be coming out with more information for us. Right now, he's going over the applications that we have done to figure out those people that go into the priority placements. Hopefully.
They got Julie out here going, there's no up lines and down lines. Like, it's just like, what is going on? This
is the last day, by the way, you can fill out the application. It ends midnight tonight. Ash is going over those applications right now, and hopefully this weekend he might have those names that will be priority placements.
Priority placements. What a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend gift that would be, right? To get accepted into Victory with Ash so that we can rise.
Those individuals that will go in first have a link that will be able to come in, get their link, and
you wouldn't
get
even
into
buy her a
Victory
copy
with Ash. So really, really exciting stuff happening today. Ash is working really, really hard.
Thank you,
I
Jerry.
think he'll have that list out for us, the priority placements this weekend or next week sometime.
Wait, do you think it's going to be posted up like a public list? I thought he was just going to send out an email to all the people that like got approved. I don't think he's posting up a list like you would for like a high school play tryout. I didn't do sports other than wrestling, and there was no list for that. So, had to pull up theater. But yeah, I just like, it's not like you're not posting them up in the back office, are you? Because that would be that'd be a little bizarre, wouldn't it? You know? A little weird.
There's a lot of them. So he's going over each and every one of them. But hopefully next week we know who those individuals are. If you're on there, you'll be into...
Why do you say it like that? The way he said it, each and every one.
Victory with Ash. You'll be able to see what's back there. You'll have a link that you can start sharing with people. And then as we come in, if we don't have a priority placement link, as we come into Victory with Ash, you will get a link. And that's really the clarification I wanted to do. From there, we're going to be at ground zero. From there,
then you're all just the same. So again, what was the point in the application process? I don't
really are. And we're gonna see just how high.
It's all just a waste of time so that Ash can hear what you think of him.
We're going to go. And as Mr. Mufareh comes out and it starts to explain more and more stuff as we move into the big, bold, beautiful new business, it's going to be a really, really fun. It is a really, really fun time right now, and it's going to get more and more exciting as we move forward, going into the bold new business. So that's it for today, guys. Just a quick clarification. I screwed up a little bit, but hopefully that'll rectify it. What do you mean? And
what do you mean? Hopefully that will rectify it. What is going on, Mike? Mike, do you need help? Mike, in the next video, wear a white shirt if you need help. Okay? I will send somebody to you.
Get excited. Your future is about to change in very, very good ways. Take care, and we'll chat later. Bye.
Yeah, get excited. Your future's about to change. That's what you said the last time, and then it was like 7 years, and now you're just saying this all over again. A little insulted at this point. Just a little bit. But yeah, that was Mike Ellis. I still don't know if he just decided to correct himself. It sounds like he needed to rectify it because someone told him to, but maybe that's just me. But, you know, there was that video. I can't find that video on his channel now, though. I can find it on Red's channel, but I couldn't find it on his channel. So I don't know if he privated it or what. Let me know if you can see it. Maybe it's just my thing's being dumb. I don't know. Anyway, besides that, we have a lot of messaging happening. Oh my! They're going to shake up the internet. That's supposed to be Ash Mufareh in the middle there. I had to show this to you. So, you know, this is technically their very first Victory with Ash meme, other than like their border of their Facebook group, which really sucks. But, you know, Ash is like at least 20 years younger than he is here. Okay, let's stop doing that. But, you know, Julie had to come out again. Julie, she's being quite bossy lately. Being quite bossy. And she says, we are going to set up a way for everyone to submit your channels. Please wait. So again, I just want to stress that you might need to have a YouTube channel. I don't know why we would be submitting our channels anywhere if we did not need to have a YouTube channel. It all just seems very, very bizarre. All of it. So if you don't have a YouTube channel, I guess start a YouTube channel if you want to get accepted into Victory with Ash. And that's why the question was on there. I don't know why the question wouldn't have been on there anyway. Anyway. And of course, Tanya. did a recent post in Success with Ash Mufareh, which is what this group is called. It should be Victory with Ash Mufareh. So you guys might want to change that before he gets mad. I'm just saying. But she came on and said, folks, just an advice if you need one. And I'm like, what's unadvice? Just one advice, please. Like, what? I've never heard somebody say that before. Just advice if you need some. Go to your inbox of the email address you gave in the application and do some house cleaning. Like, you mean like clear out my spam folder and stuff? Like, what do you mean? Remove all emails from Onpassive. Make a folder for those you want to save. Why would we be saving them? I thought Onpassive was over. We're doing Victory with Ash now, damn it. Why would I save them, though? I highly recommend saving them all because you might want them as evidence in future. But it's just weird that they're like, make a folder and save some of them in there. Like, that's weird, okay? But keep your inbox clean. I'm like, what do you mean? Ready to receive emails from Victory with Ash. Are you scared that the email is going to get lost? I'm just... like, how many emails are you getting daily that you would have to go and clean house, do house cleaning on your email? Otherwise, you might miss one. Otherwise, we're just desperate for posts at this point, Tanya. All right? We're desperate for a post because this is just getting a little bit ridiculous. A reminder from Chris Johnson. Maybe that explains it. The sender's email address will be put in OES. The sender's email address will be put in the OES. What? Like the person sending me the approval email? Is it not just Ash Mufareh, or will it not come from a Victory with Ash email? Reminder. I thought this whole thing was a reminder. We have a reminder within a reminder within a reminder. That's what's going on right now. Reminder. Most probably the first email will go to the spam folder. Be sure to look there too. And check the box not spam when you open that email. Except it is spam. I would just delete it. I'd just delete the email altogether. Good luck. And she posted it up with, it's time to move on. Because, yeah, they're moving on from Onpassive, you see. That's the big news right now. It's all, check your spam folder. I swear it will be back there. I think it will. It should be. Really, they're all checking their emails and it's not in there yet. Nobody's gotten any and they're all talking to each other. I haven't gotten one. Have you gotten one? No. I haven't gotten one. Oh my God. Okay, well, maybe it's in our spam folder. Okay, everybody go check the spam folders. They all go check. They're like, huh, maybe we missed it. Okay, guys, go into your emails and house clean. Clean house. All right, delete all the past Onpassive emails. Delete all past emails, okay? Even if it's like your auntie sending you pictures of your niece and nephew, who cares? Delete it. We need to make room for the Victory with Ash exception letter. All right? We need to be accepted to this. That's our first priority. And then they still don't get the email. Oops. Oops. You know? She gets requests from maybe. I always pictured her sounding like Darth Vader. I'm going to be very disappointed if I ever hear Tana speaking. I think she has an accent, if I remember correctly. What emails from Ash will automatically go to the spam folder? Who'd have thunk it? Right? Thank you. That's probably exactly where they'll all go. You know? Check every hour. Well, Joe, did you check your spam folder? I cleaned my mom's email recently. She had 70,000 unread emails. Holy crap. I have to clean mine out. I do mine like every like couple months. But yeah. I sign up for a lot of like MLM emails because of what I do. And so then my emails get sent out to every single spam. And it's actually quite helpful. Because then all the scams start coming to me. And I was like, huh. This might not be a bad thing, actually. Now they're just coming into my inbox. So it kind of worked out after a little while, you know. Because I've been doing this since 2019. So after a couple of years of like being on all of the MLM email lists and cult email lists, got to the point where I must have ended up on lists getting sold to other people, you know? And then, like I said, they started to just randomly just start sending me their emails. I would be like, oh, I didn't even sign up for this scam. But all right, good to know this one exists. I'll write that one down. So it works out sometimes. The first email they send will bounce back because it is somehow 50 megabytes for a simple announcement. Probably. Lord. How are you going to send your YouTube video without the help of OTrim? I know. What are we going to do? Don't worry. Mike says that there's going to be products. So, I thought that we would, at the start of this stream, we heard Bill Must and John White's original new song. It was very lovely. I don't make the AI songs in my intros. I had a couple comments that are like, you use AI in your intros, and I'm like, my intros are usually songs by scams that use AI. So, not really a lie, but just I didn't make the video. But they recently also, of course, had to release a video to give us instructions on the application. You will have to start a victory with Ash Discord. We will. Maybe we will.
And affiliates await the outcome of those who filled out their applications. What should be welling in all of us is the eager anticipation of being selected as pioneers of this transformative platform called Victory with Ash. Mr. Mufareh could have named this platform another name.
Yeah, I wish he did. I feel like I feel like when he did this, he just kind of went with whatever popped into his head first while he was speaking to us during that webinar there. Like I keep saying, it was almost like an afterthought. Like he was like, it's called the Victory with Ash. Yeah, no, that sounds good. We'll go with that.
But he chose to name it Victory with Ash. What an honor.
Sure.
Mr. Mufareh is a very successful visionary.
What define successful visionary? Maybe the issue is that you think of that as meaning something else.
Who has chosen to share his success with others. The very first word is victory.
Mm-hmm.
How significant is that word? And why did he choose that word? A mission.
To trick you into thinking like this? That's basically why. And as you can see, it's working.
To empower.
Was victory with a wanker taken? Maybe. Maybe. Hey, that's the voice from Saving Private Ryan.
Mr. Ash Mufareh's stated goal is to create powerful AI-driven tools that provide an equal fighting opportunity for online businesses of all sizes to succeed.
Did he say
This
that?
suggests a foundational philosophy of empowering others. Focus on financial freedom. His work is described as a means to provide complete financial freedom for the entire life to its members.
It just sounds ridiculous right now, especially while he's stating that he's just sharing knowledge with you guys in a free application, a free back office area. You know what I mean? So it's like, how are you even going to make money off of that if everything's free? And everyone just joins with a link. And everyone has a link. You won't even be able to keep track of all the people coming in then, right? Because this thing's going to go viral. It's going to be massive.
The name Victory could be a direct reference to achieving this ultimate goal of financial independence. He will teach founders and affiliates what it took him to reach the pinnacle of the success he has achieved. The value of resilience. Victory implies overcoming obstacles, aligning with his vision. Very soon, sometime this Friday, October 10th, 2025, founders and affiliates will know who qualified to step into the brilliance of what Mr. Mufareh and his technology teams have built for us. Remember, this is the beginning and turning point for all very fortunate founders and affiliates. This is the staging platform before going into the new company. Do you remember what Mr. Mufareh said about the old OES? He said that the O News 16 would be the last use of the old company's ecosystem.
It doesn't much matter because you're still using it every day. The old OES is still where your updates are going.
Time, we will receive communication through something that is better, safer, and more secure. Let's see. He is going to give us, founders and affiliates, the next instructions. He isn't going to reveal those instructions publicly. We will have pertinent and sensitive data telling us what we need to do for the building of our businesses. There isn't anything that's safer and more secure than what we will be given while learning in the Victory with Ash powerful platform. Imagine being in a leak-proof learning environment.
Is that what we're going to call it now? The Victory with Ash powerful platform? What a mouthful.
Trusting everyone in there because of those who qualify. Nothing could be better, except the new company that we are preparing for will dwarf Victory with Ash Mufareh's platform, in our opinion. Mr. Mufareh said that what he and his technology teams created will surprise and shock us.
Like, their first OES got hacked. Their second one used cookies, and they broke the law by not telling anyone. That's breaking the law, by the way. By law, you're supposed to have that warning that says our website uses cookies. That's why that pops up when you go to websites. If it doesn't have that, they're using them. Breaking the law, but trust this platform. Yeah, no, sounds good. Ash is going to astral project into your dreams and tell you if you have been selected. I mean, they might as well just go for it at this point, right? Just take it all the way.
TikTok.
TikTok. TikTok. Don't stop. TikTok. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Even Bill Must is saying TikTok to you. Hurry up and apply. Oh my God, hurry up and apply. So then I decided to go and see what some of the other OFounders were doing because, Chris is just screaming at us. And, we've seen what everybody else seems to be doing. And I came across Jefferey Morlock and a new video that he just did.
Hello, and a wonderful day to you. I wanted to share something that's rather special, I thought. Recently, Shoba, one of our founding leaders, posted something in the Alps Shining Stars Training Hub in WhatsApp. I thought it was inspiring, okay? And I believe it's a message that every single one of us in Shining Stars, our community, probably could stand to hear. Hence this video. And respectfully, about 95% of what you're going to hear in here came from her post. So, I mean, I love that she started with our vision. You see, what started as a simple idea has become something rather extraordinary, in my opinion. You see, we all know how traditional MLM programs work, right? The people at the top get it all. They thrive while everybody else struggles to make ends meet, right? Hoping for their breakthrough, which rarely comes. Many of us have been there, right? Shoba talks about a t-shirt that's a NFL, right? NFL t-shirt. It's no friends left t-shirt. I had to chuckle at that, but Shining Stars was born from a different vision entirely. And that's what has fueled our journey, right? This community didn't just emerge from nothing fully formed. It evolved through trial and error and improvements along the way, right? You learn and you pivot, and then you come up with something else, right? You tweak things. Originally, the plan was for each of us to have 2 people under us with a commitment to pay it forward, what we call piffing for those 2. Pretty simple, right? But
Yes. Jeffrey is now shilling for Days Alps. You remember Days Alps? This one. The one that got a securities fraud warning from Quebec, Canada, which is actually where it's from. So, good old Days Alps. Another pyramid scheme that we have been speaking out about here on the channel. And that obviously Oz has also spoken out about. Says that Days Alps has received a securities fraud warning from Quebec's Autorité des Marchés Financiers. And I did a video on this where we actually read through this and I talked about it. So it was just quite interesting, kind of like what happened. Well, Jeffrey, if you remember, did a deposition for the SEC for the case with Onpassive. So I'm thinking maybe he's not allowed to continue on the journey. So he has done a pivot over to Days Alps. Thank you, Ninja, for the $1.99. So that's quite fascinating.
As the community grew from 6 founding members to over 130 people overnight, the reality of things really started to change, and it challenged the simplicity of what had been established, and questions started popping up. Adjustments had to be made, and in more than one instance, the matrix was rebuilt, right? I mean, not once or twice, but several times. First of all, it was 2 piffs per person. Then it was 5, and when that wasn't enough to maintain or sustain everybody's desires, our dreams, right? Then the community said, okay, let's jump up to 10. Or the community was asked, and we agreed, okay, let's do 10. So we'll pay 10 forward. And a lot of us plan on piffing more than that once we get going. And a lot of us will be doing it every month. So that created a breakthrough moment for us, right? Shoba had put a little perspective on this, because she said as of late August this year, 2025, the community of ordinary people, us, folks with not a lot in their wallets, right? Or whatever is in our wallets is spoken for. But we had committed to paying forward, now get this, right? $718,875 US dollars in support of a little over 5,300 families around the world. Now, I hope you got that. I mean, that's significant. Over 5,000 families, nearly $750,000 in support for them, right, came from regular people like you and me. And that's where we are today. But there have been some concerns. I get it, right? Because some folks have questions about were some of these people that are in the matrix surgically implanted or
Well, hold on. So, let's do the math on this. 718,875, right? Divided by 5,325 is $135. Okay.
a day. But there have been some concerns. I get it, right? Because some folks have questions about, were some of these people that are in the matrix surgically implanted or placed differently into the matrix? Did some of the PIFs come in at different times? Is there any kind of favoritism going on? Just
oh my God, are the PIFs all the Terminator? What is happening?
stuff that crops up because of our egos and everybody wanting something for nothing, right? Or want to make sure we get our fair share, right? But the truth is, every adjustment made was made.
Excuse me, sir, you were just bringing up surgical implants. It's a little bit more than that. That's like full-on conspiracy theory territory. What do you mean?
Made to ensure that the foundation being laid stayed strong enough to support everybody as we were being built up, right? Now, when spaces opened up, perhaps because people chose to leave or...
Are we sending our people up in space? Because, at this point, I wouldn't put it past you.
Maybe other circumstances changed and things happened and spaces became available. Those positions were filled strategically to keep the entire structure viable, right? Sustainable. And it was never about creating a us versus them mentality, right? Between
are you sure?
Those funding the positions and those not. Now, if you go out, and I like this example that Shobit used. She said, if you go out and you look at the night sky from anywhere in the world, the stars are all shining together. I mean, yeah, some appear to be brighter because they're closer.
A long time ago, in a pip far away. They're on top of the man. Come on, Jeff.
Or maybe they seem bigger because they're closer. That's their nature. Some seem to be brighter simply because of how they are. Because they are big.
Like humans, some seem to be brighter. Jeff, not so much.
Or something. But the point is, they're all shining. And like us in the community, we are all shining stars. Each and every one of us have our own glow about us and our own aura.
Remember, we are the unicorns. We are the stars. He's still holding on to that dream, Even though I'm guessing that he's not allowed to come into victory with Ash, and that's why he has settled for days out.
All right. So what's the challenge that we're faced with now? What is it that we need to be overcoming? Well, a lot of you know that we're probably, a lot of you probably know rather that we're coming up on a 1-year anniversary and that we built some.
Hey, Mark. Mark says, hey, hope you're all well. Ella and I are just traveling back from a concert. Catch up later. Hugs to the naysayers. Thank you, Mark. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Jeff, a lot of them stars are dead already. Rip.
Something remarkable together. But the challenge in front of us is such that when the shopping opens up, right? When we're allowed to get in there and really start doing stuff, and we're allowed to share our own links freely, what's going to drive how you do that? I mean, are you going to honor the commitment that we made?
What commitment? Which one are you talking about?
Are we going to honor that? I mean,
I'm so confused. Are you doing Days Alps now? Is this Onpassive? What are you doing?
I would hope, but or is it going to be? Is your activity going to be driven by the mindset? A greedy decision-making mindset that probably fueled or fostered some of the old systems. I mean,
Chris says, what are the odds that Jeffrey also has to be deposed? for 7 hours for his involvement in Des Alpes too. Well, see, that's the thing. Here's what you have to understand. That notice that I just showed you from Des Alpes, that is Quebec's SEC saying they're a pyramid scheme and they're not registered. Literally the exact same problem as what Onpassive had with their SEC. It is literally the exact same thing happening. Just this is the one in Canada, specifically the one in Quebec for that province that is like, yo, this thing's a scam. What the hell? You know what I mean? So, I mean, the chances are quite high. If he keeps going, that could very well happen. They could be in a similar position to the one that Onpassive is in right now. I mean, that's what pretty much happens if they don't stop doing business in Quebec. And that just came out. So, I mean, time's ticking. They don't have that long. They got to kind of pack this up and stop this. So, if anything, he's in a worse position than he was when he first joined Onpassive, you know? At least he had 7 years to play and pretend. What even is Des Alpes? I thought it was just a pure pyramid, pretty much. Pretty much, it's like you join, you get other people to join, and everybody makes money. It's supposed to allegedly get you discounts on things, but I've been told that there is really nothing that they're really doing. By the way, I was picturing one of those cigarette commercials. Leave that face. You like this face? There we go. I made sure I got a screen cap of it just for you.
I say that to say, how much do we really need? I mean, the system is going to provide enough, right? Regardless of where you live in the world, it's going to provide enough for you. Now, do you really need more than that? And are you going to be able to keep the commitment that you made and then possibly even do more, looking for the greater good here? Shoba indicates that, we can think of our community as
okay, what in the AI is this, Jack?
Members in a relay team. And success doesn't come, in that instance or in that scenario from one person.
It looks like a cum face.
Sprinting out ahead of everybody. It comes from being able to
oh my God, it
hold
comes!
the course and safely pass the baton from one runner to the next, right? In which we keep the race going and ensure everybody completes their leg of the race. And this is to say that our power isn't just in changing our own lives. It's in giving hope to those that are less fortunate and
make it snappy. Come, 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 come.
Well, there we have it.
lives for the better as well, which is to say our community is a gestalt, and a gestalt just means it's bigger than the sum of our parts. It's more than just all of us put together. So that means it's bigger than any one of us, and it's more powerful than all of us combined, and it has the ability to lift humanity, right? And that's what it's about. It's about the greater good and our duty to humanity, because we're all connected. We're all part of that, right? So the invitation is simply this, because if you're watching this and you've got doubts, trust me, that is absolutely okay. Some of our members, some of our members have already been paid, so we know it's real. This is a real thing. We know it.
Now we're just having too much fun with this at this point. At this point.
Okay, hold on. You gonna respect this. Check it. Yee, yee, skirt! Yee, yee, skirt, skirt, skirt! Roll up,
I
yee,
better
jump
remind
that,
them.
yee, skirt that, yee, pop that, yee! Hey, 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 hey! You never loved me, Mom!
That's right. We had to do it. We had to do it. Every time someone says skeet, that's what I think of. Kale, that's exactly where my mind goes. It's like whenever someone says come, and then we got to put on the come song, you know? We got to be like,
Blast me and make it snappy.
Snappy!
Come, 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 come.
Something that Jeffrey probably hasn't done in a while.
But if you need to step away, you know,
Thank you,
do
Violet,
it.
for gifting 5 Queen of Karma memberships. If you've gotten a membership today, make sure that you say thank you, Violet.
Do what your heart says do. You know, our slogan is no.
Do what your heart says do. Do what your heart says do. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay.
Friend left behind. That means if you want to come back after you've stepped away for a while, you're going to be welcomed back with open arms.
I've been listening to them for too long today, apparently. Sentences are no longer making sense.
No questions asked, you know. But if you believe that the Shining Stars plan is probably one of the most fair systems that you've ever come across, you know, and that you trust that the way it's going to unfold the way that it should, right? That you can trust the process that's in place and trust that we're on the verge of something historic, then you're in, you're committed, right? And we're pretty close to seeing the fruits of our labor.
Another application? Jesus! The jot form used for placement in the Shining Stars queue is posted below in the description box. Well, if you don't get into Victory with Ash, you can just come and fill out the jot form.
In this, right? I mean, crunch time is here. I think that was Shoba's term, crunch time. And the commitment that's been made is to fight for the community, to ensure that Shining Stars not only survives, but it continues to shine brightly out there, you know, and show our light. So if you're in it, if you're ready to be a part of something that proves ordinary people can.
Feeling a bit sorry for him, Violet says. Imagine being this lost in life at his age. It is kind of sad. It's like, Jeffrey, you should have just left this industry. All right, leave the industry, find a new thing to do, a new hobby. I don't know. Does he work outside of YouTube, MLM stuff? You know, and then Jeffrey's only 24. This is what being an Onpassive does to you. But it's like, it is sad to see when they move on to other things. You're just like, damn it, why didn't you just leave? Go enjoy life. There's so much more than this. This is nothing. And this one's really scammy, as I've already pointed out to you guys. I've also did a video on it recently. We did a live stream on it like a few months ago. A deep dive on Days Out, so you can go check that out. But it's just like Onpassive, where you're just being told, yeah, get a membership, buy in, and then get other people to join, and then you'll make money. It's like, how many of these do we got to do in a row before we realize it's a scam, Jeff?
And create this extraordinary change that we're after. If you've not joined Shining Stars, then join. Once in, you know, or if you are in, just keep your promise, you know, to yourself and to the many thousands of people that are counting on this community. And some of them don't even.
Jeffrey probably has been in scams since he retired from the army. Shouldn't he be getting a good, like, check for that? Do you get that in the U.S.? You're in the army. I'm trying to figure out, like, what is he getting out of this at this point? Because he switched from Victory with Ash to this. So it's not about the community for him. Like, does he like doing these? Is it fun for him? He likes to make videos. He doesn't know what to make videos on. This gives him a topic. What do we think it is? The reason. Because I don't think it's for money, because, I mean, he was in Onpassive for 7 years and didn't make a cent and was fine, right? Like, he really didn't care.
Even know it yet, right? Now is the time that we need to be shining, to be.
You don't get retirement for being in the KISS Army. 20 years would be half pay, 25 would be 75%. So he should be getting like a decent amount of money to live off of. So Jeffrey, go get just like a little part-time job that you do like 2-3 days a week, just to supplement your income then if you're bored. You know, I don't know what his family situation is because I don't dig into people's personal lives that I cover. So I don't really know what his family situation is. But surely you could be doing something with your time that's better than this.
Encouraging one another and realizing, hey, we are all connected in this. What affects one of us affects all of us. Shining stars, united, committed, lighting the way. We're moving forward. That's what we are doing. That's who we are. That's what our plan is. So just please think about that. If you haven't joined, then find somebody that's in. Talk to them about it. Google it, you know. I want to put a big thank you out to Shova for her post. Truly inspiring, as well as other leaders. Thank you so much for moving us forward, and many blessings to each and every one of you.
What is moving forward in this thing? I still don't know. You haven't even told us what it is.
You that are listening, I thank you so very, very much.
Just like fill out this jot form.
Bye.
Everybody do your work. So weird. Oh my. Listen. You have a song.
Shining stars whose hearts are lit to inspire. We are the glow, we're the spark, the fire.
I don't know, Bill Must. John White. He might be coming for your spot. You might be coming for your spot for the best MLM songster. Watch out.
We're called upon to rise, to share, to heal, to spread a love we can all feel. With every word spoken, every deed done.
But what are the deeds? Like, what is it?
We're shining stars, shining as one.
Is there one brain cell between all of you? Because I still feel like this is just memberships.
We are all shining stars, we light the way, spreading hope to brighten the day. Lifting hearts to reach our goals.
But what is the goal? It sounds like it was just to get 2 people under you, to get 2 people under them, and then 2 people, like, that's everybody's goal in an MLM. It's either 2 or 3 people. Like, that's what you're all doing. Shining scars.
Blessing lives with soaring souls.
If the soul is soaring, either you're in every car, you're doing some soul travel, or you've died. I guess they do or died.
From in our hearts out to the world's embrace, we're united all through love and grace.
Each bold idea or kind word given can change the world we are living. It becomes a guide when it's done with care.
What are we doing? What? Guiding us to do what? Again, this is just like another thing where you just join a membership and then you're just joining a membership. There's supposed to be some kind of like mall thing. You were supposed to get deals on some stuff you could buy. It's a lot. It's a lot for a song like
to light a path through shadows there.
Skate!
Together strong, a perfect blend.
Skate!
Shining stars with hearts made to mend. We are all shining stars. We light the way.
Yeah, they don't have uniforms though, okay? So how much can you really trust that they'll be that successful? They're gonna call themselves a unicorn company, just bringing up the stars.
Brighten the day, lifting hearts to reach our goals.
Whatever they are.
Blessing lives with soaring souls. From in our hearts out to the world's embrace, we unite all through love and grace.
Whoa.
Reaching out in that way, the gentle touch can lift the world. It means so much.
Don't touch me, Jeffrey. I do not consent.
Done through intentions for the greater good. The language of hearts understood. From our humble steps to our dreams that soar, we are shining stars.
Did Leve AI already disappear? No, they're launching. They go live every Wednesday at 10 p.m. And they were launching, so they were all very, very excited. We'll probably check in with them next week and see what they've, been up to. Now they've opened to all the countries. Robin's still in it, and Randy and good old Larry Lane.
Evermore, we are all shining stars. We light the way.
Fucking Melissa, Texas. Nightmares. I wake up in the middle of the night. What's Texas? What the fuck? I'm everywhere. Oh, it's just Terry LaCour. Okay. Whew. All right. Nightmare again about him.
Spreading faith to brighten the day. Lifting hearts to reach our goal. Blessing lives.
Weird tone change there. I know that we're judging an AI singing. There's really no point in this. But I'm just kind of could you not have tried again? Gotten a song that didn't have all this weirdness?
With soaring souls from in our hearts out to the world.
See, it's glitching in parts. It sounds like the words are being strung together too much or something. It's weird.
Embrace, we died all through love and grace.
Just like Jeffrey. Oh, Lord. That was awful, Jeffrey. That was awful. All right. That was just, gosh. Anyway, so that's what's going on. That's it, guys. That's all I got for you guys today. I guess Jeffrey is not moving on to Victory with Ash. And he's going to be doing Days Out, Shining Stars. And everyone is getting ready for their applications. They're hoping it will come this weekend. So we'll be keeping an eye on that to see who got through and who didn't. Let me know in the comments, Well, who do you think got through? Do you think everyone that we suspect, all the usual OFounders, did they all get through? Do you think some of them will be left behind and not get through? It would be hilarious to me if Chris Johnson didn't get through, for example. I find that quite funny. Sort of hope it happens, since he's lying to everyone all the time. But let me know what your thoughts are on this. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my fellow Canadians, since I probably am not going to be, I'm not going to be live again over the weekend. And I probably will not be doing a video. So I won't be able to wish you a happy Thanksgiving until afterwards. So have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Like always,
my name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I love my faces, bye! Like and subscribe!
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Thank Violet for your membership!
We are here.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
We are Onpassive, shining bright into the future. We rise high.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's the call.
hey, hey.
Standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn. We are the
And I'm your friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3 Minute Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but only Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy men talking about their experiences. My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Happy Thanksgiving, Canada! Have a good weekend, everyone! Bye!
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Mufareh.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name's Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.